We go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now, after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. He was trying to get it into Watkins, and it's 2nd down.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Rashawn Melvin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 11. Now they'll run it on the toss. A nice little juke. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one good for 33 and a 1st.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Carr. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it's a 2nd down. Here's Carr. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A big play that time for the Raiders. 43 yards.
as we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively. No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for him. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through, and they ended up tackling him for a loss. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in with Washington. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air? I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down? So our initial drive of the night ends in 3 points. Maybe not exactly what this home crowd wanted, but they'll take the early lead. They will take it. You're exactly right. Everybody wants a touchdown. But in this case, good opening drive, put points on the board. And a lot of coaches do believe the first team to score in the game, statistically, often ends up the winner. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is caught at the 20. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 57 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. On the run, this is Hunt. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground. Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball? Absolutely. You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin. In the second quarter, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. On 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
Mahomes now to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. They'll start the drive with Washington. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
You got 56 there.
Now they try the right side here. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
White Monday!
Carr now to throw. Cooper's got it. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. Cooper's first catch, and good for a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Get down! We're waiting!
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. And they'll run it here. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Get down, get down. Blue 80. Here we go.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Back deep for Kansas City, DeAnthony Thomas. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. That's taken inside his own 40. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Hunt. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now it's the backup Keenum. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
The first throw now for the backup Keenum. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. To throw is Keenum. And down he goes. Keenum is sacked.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. From the gun, it's Keenum. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They get 20 yards there on 3rd and 19, and an unlikely 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Keenum. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. He won't go down. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, a 22. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Keenum. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Chris Conley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are in for 6. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field. And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Butker now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Raiders. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going. They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field. Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Carr now on 1st down. Out left side here to Bryant. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. On 2nd down, here's Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. Carr now on 1st down. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Well, there's your first ROI, right? Return on investment of their first-round pick. His first NFL sack. I know they want him to be an impact player right out of the gate. A lot of pressure to put on a young man, but I think you agree he has the ability to deliver on it. And he just did. Probably the first of many sacks in a long career. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. And on the ground they go with the running back. And some space here. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's Thomas. Oh, what a move. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And out come the Chiefs now. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles? Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. Keenum now on 1st down. He's going to jump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Working from the gun, Keenum. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Watkins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
Let's go, let's go.
Again, Keenum. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The Chiefs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, it's Keenum. Trying to lay one up deep. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. On 4th down is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep for the Raiders, Jalen Richard. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Does that happen to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They fake the handoff. Now Keenum. They'll roll him out right. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 23 yards on the play.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Let's go, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, here's Keenum. It's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. 4 down,
4 down. All right, get set, fellas.
On first down, Carr. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
637.
Throwing on first down. Carr. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Go, Chief.
Now Carr. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Raider first down as Carr finds Cooper.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On first and 10, Carr. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. again here on 2nd and 10. And this is incomplete.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Get set. 180.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And now here comes Kansas City. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there for KC. 55 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field.
Very left. Very left. 56.
They run with Hunt. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. On the tackle that time, Bruce Irvin.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Hey, go, Roger. Hey, orange.
Keenum to throw on 2nd down. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll make it 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined. But sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
On 3rd down, it's Hunt, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Five-man box.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
beauty of being able to play a zone defense. When you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Carr going to try and throw on third down. Complete to Bryant. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Carr, and he fires one incomplete. Derek Carrier, the one he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Carr will try it again on 2nd down, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey. Down.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he's taken down. A cheap sack.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. They'll run again with Hunt. And an alley to run. And he rolls across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Black 58 rail.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And able to connect with Berrios. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From midfield, here's Mahomes. On target over the middle to Hill. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This one taken from the 7. Oh, look at that. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there. Carr to Cooper. 44 yards.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
Carr now on 1st down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. On the crossing route, complete. That's Roberts. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll wind up with 7 on the dump-off, but it'll set up 3rd down. Now Carr again. He finds Roberts, complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield. Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
On 2nd down, here's Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. The Raiders on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, boys, got 4 down.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Monday, down.
Now Carr got to have this one. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 18. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
This is Hunt. And he's got room. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
We got 3 down, 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And they'll go on the ground. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. And they'll run it here. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 8.
3 down, 3 down. Switch. Deuce right.
From the gun, it's Carr. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Justin Houston in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. One final try now for Carr. Roberts with it over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little